Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now today I'm going to be doing a unboxing of this item here. It is the New Order Power, Corruption and Lies Deluxe box set. So yeah, this was my Christmas present from this year, and yeah, I'll just be doing a quick overview of what you get with it. It comes in this lovely pink box here. This is a kind of like a sort of like a strip on here which sort of just slides off. Must say it is a pain to get back on it again, so I might chuck it out or might sort of fold it in like with it, but basically just does Power, Corruption and Lies there, and then it's got a 15 rated this because like one of the DVDs has a bit of nudity on it, but yeah, there's that, and then the box comes off. The lid just sort of lifts off, which is slightly difficult to do. Sort of trying to show this, so move the camera down a little bit there. So the lid just sort of comes off like that. This was on the back of it originally, so it just is like the overview sheet of everything you get with it. So you get the vinyl itself of the album Power, Corruption and Lies. You then get 2 CDs and 2 DVDs, which are chock full of like live performances and sort of like TV appearances and whatnot. So yeah, like chock full of stuff. This is the main album itself, Power, Corruption and Lies. I have already got a copy. I think it's an original one, but this is a lovely, as a nice remastered version. So it's sort of like, yeah, just like a replica of the original with the sort of like die-cut backing there, which is very nice. The record was housed in a sort of like a protective plastic sleeve, and then the replica in the sleeve there as well. And it's on 180 gram vinyl, so I'm pretty sure this will sound like very good. As I said, I've not had a chance to play this yet, but yeah, that's the vinyl. And then behind that you've got this, which is a lovely hardbound book. I'm not sure how many pages it is. It says it's 48 pages, so not the biggest book like in the world, but it does look a bit thicker than it actually is, because the paper quality is like very good on this. But yeah, just very stylishly done. Like very classy sort of like look to this. It's mostly pictures, but there is definitely some passages like off text, kind of just about sort of like detailing the making of the album there. So I won't show every page, but yeah, there's just some nice archive material here. Some nice shots like off the band there. Looks like on holiday. Some of the equipment and guitars used on the album. And then yeah, just sort of like more text and that. So that's kind of what the book looks like. So yeah, that's very nice. And then behind those is where all of the CDs are housed here. So you get, like I said, 2 CDs, 2 DVDs. So I will just run through these. So the first one here is just the remastered album. Again, pretty much like the vinyl, just like a replica like sleeve of it there. So that. It's a bit. Some of these I got a bit stiff, a bit hard to pull out like for like the first time. But once you get them out, they're all right. So that's just what that one looks like, and lovely replica of the vinyl label there, which is pretty cool. So that's the album itself. As I said, I think it's just the remastered album on that. There's nothing else like on there. And then we come to the first DVDs down here, which is mostly live performances, where you get, as I said, 2 full live shows there, and then a whole host of other TV appearances, so Top of the Pops appearances, shows like Countdown and Switch, and then just a few extra miscellaneous shows as well. So there's 36 tracks like on like this DVD. So as I said, it is packed full of stuff here. So I've yet to play this one, so like I might like watch that later today. And then the other DVD looks very similar here. Oh, I can't remember again if I showed the disc to that. Well, actually, if I pull this one out again, that's what's on the back. They've all got these unique like inner sleeves of them, and then that's the disc of that first DVD. Second DVD, if I could pull it out here, is includes the documentary Play at Home, which is a sort of like a Channel 4 sort of thing, like where like they basically like allowed like a band to sort of like record like an hour special, like an hour TV special, basically about like the hometown. So like XTC done one, I think Big Country done one as well, Echo and the Bunnymen, a lot of big like 80s bands like made like these like TV specials, and this is the New Order one, and it's probably the weirdest one. It's kind of takes this sort of like spoof, like sort of like documentary kind of thing, and it's mostly focused on factory records and how sort of like well, it's like manic and chaotic like that like whole like operation was. Like it's not maybe too focused on the music or making the album. It's maybe more kind of like about like the scene like of like the time. And then there's a fantastic live show from the Hacienda, Manchester, 1983 there, which I said I watched yesterday, and quite a good and like quite a good live performance there, like by New Order standards. I mean, they were never one of the great live bands. They always were much better like in the studio, like where they could kind of control like everything sort of thing. Like live, yeah, they were always like, I mean, like using very primitive technology. It was always like I said, like very hard like to replicate some of these songs live. But yeah, that's what the disc looks like. So like the picture like of Tony Wilson there, like in the bath, and that's the actual disc of it there. And then the final disc in here, again, if I could just sort of get that back in, is extras here. So this is the audio CD, and again this includes you've got writing sessions on there, so kind of like instrumental kind of versions like of the songs, because New Order kind of wrote their songs and they kind of got the tracks down first, and then Bernard Sumner like would write like the words like over the songs like once he had them sort of like fully formed. So those are kind of like instrumental versions, them sort of trying to work out the tracks. You've then got a John Peel session from June of 1982, and then some other writing sessions for like sort of singles like around the time, like Thieves Like Us, Murder, and Blue Monday as well, the classic single. They kind of chart the evolution like of that song like through like three alternative versions there. And this one just looks like you've got a nice picture there of some keyboards and synthesizer thing there, and then the back of it just has the tracks, and said the vinyl disc, it says it all very uniform sort of packaging to this. So yeah, that is me gone over the New Order, the Power, Corruption and Lies deluxe CD slash vinyl box set there. So I do hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time for the next one. Goodbye.